Welcome to my channel Digital Challenge Academy with Rimanshu.
Hello everyone, welcome back to day 35 of our exam prep. It is a real pleasure to have you all here today. Just think about what we accomplished yesterday. We completely mastered presentation slides. But today, in this explainer, we are going to understand the underlying system that actually delivers those slides to your screen. We're diving deep into networking, which is truly the soul of IT. So please do one thing, grab your notebooks, get focused, and let's put those guaranteed marks right in our pocket.
Quickly looking at our agenda for today, we are going to break down the global web, network topologies, IP addressing, and some essential internet protocols.
All right, let's jump right into our first topic, the global web explained. You know, we use the internet every single day without fail, but we rarely stop to think about the physical infrastructure making it all happen. Networking is literally the soul of information technology. It is the invisible thread connecting your local home Wi-Fi all the way to massive submarine cables running deep across the ocean floor. Understanding this concept is not just interesting, it translates to easy guaranteed marks for your paper. Once you grasp how the web connects, answering those foundational questions becomes second nature.
Coming to the next point, let's look at network topologies and how we actually build this foundation.
Let us zoom back in and see how computers physically connect to each other. Quick question for you. In which topology does a central hub connect all the nodes? Just think about it for a second. You have one central device, and all the other devices branch out directly from it.
If you guess star topology, you hit the nail on the head. As you can see here, it acts exactly like a star, with that central hub in the middle connecting all the nodes. Now, it's also important to note the existence of bus topologies, where nodes connect along a single main cable, and ring topologies, where they form a closed loop. But this star topology with its central hub, that is a classic exam favorite. Grabbing these basic concepts means grabbing guaranteed marks.
Okay, let's keep this momentum going. Let me throw another quick exam-style question at you. What do we call a network that is completely confined within a single building? That would be your LAN, or local area network. A LAN is strictly confined to a single building. If you relate this LAN concept back to a simple house metaphor, it makes the physical scale of the network so easy to picture. Just your house, your college lab, your office building, that entire setup is your LAN. Let's do one more rapid-fire topology question. I know you know the answer to this one. Bluetooth is an example of what kind of network? It is a PAN, Personal Area Network. A PAN is highly localized, used strictly for your personal devices. Like when you are connecting your wireless headphones to your mobile phone via Bluetooth. That is a PAN in action right there. Excellent work. If you got these right, I can tell you enthusiastically, these are the fundamental, easy marks you absolutely need to secure to clear your exam smoothly. Coming to the next point, IP addressing and DNS, the logical addresses.
Please do one thing. Pay very close attention to this part because NIELIT simply loves this exact topic. We talked about physical cables, but how do computers logically find each other? Look at the massive visual difference in front of you. On one side, we have IPv4, which looks something like 192.168.1.1, a nice, short numeric sequence. On the other side, we have IPv6, which is this incredibly long, complex hexadecimal string. Why did we make this change? Because we literally ran out of short numbers for all the new devices popping up in the world.
But listen, here is the absolute most important part for your exam, the number 32. IPv4 operates on 32 bits. You have to memorize this. IPv4 is 32 bits. And that long IPv6 string, that one is 128 bits. Treat these exact numbers as the ultimate cheat codes for your M1-R5 paper. If you see IPv4 in the question, you tick 32 bits. If you see IPv6, you tick 128 bits. As simple as that. And what about DNS? DNS stands for Domain Name System. I want you to think of it as the phone book of the internet. It is truly brilliant. We humans are great at remembering names like google.com, but computers, they only understand those numerical IP addresses we just talked about. DNS simply translates the readable names into those IP addresses in the background so the machines can connect. This one simple translation makes our entire modern digital life possible. Moving on to our final section, Essential Internet Protocols, the rules of the road.
Let us zoom out to the global level once again. When billions of devices are communicating, you need strict rules, or protocols, to avoid total chaos. Let's decode this together, because this is pure gold for your MCQs. First, SMTP. This protocol is strictly used for sending emails. Next up, FTP, File Transfer Protocol, obviously used for downloading and uploading files. And finally, HTTP and HTTPS for your web browsing. Now remember this pro trick. If you see that S in HTTPS, it stands for secure browsing. Knowing the functions of SMTP, FTP, and that S in HTTPS will instantly secure you 3 to 4 direct marks on your paper.
As we wrap up today's concepts, I really want you to think about this quote. Networking can feel technical, but these MCQs simplify it. I know it can seem like a lot of heavy tech jargon at first. Bits, topologies, protocols. But look at how easily we just broke the whole shebang down. You have totally simplified and conquered this technical topic today. You are fully prepared to tackle these questions.
So, what are your next steps? Keep practicing. Please do me a favor and make sure to download the full protocol list from the resources below. Also, gear up for day 36 tomorrow, where we are going to cover email, social networking, and e-governance. And of course, make sure you hit subscribe on the @TechWithRimanshu YouTube channel so you do not miss tomorrow's crucial topics.
Before you go, I am leaving you with a final homework challenge to test your preparation. What exactly is the full form of a MAC address? Is it Media Access Control or is it something else? I want you to drop the correct answer down in the comments right now. Show me you are ready. Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer today. Keep studying hard and I will see you all for day 36.